Hi everyone, this is Dawn. I just finished this album. It's a experimental album that I did. It's not all just about me, but it's mostly about me. Um, Anyways, I just got it finished, so I thought I would share it. And then I don't know a lot of these products, so I hope nobody minds about that. I apologize. I don't keep track of that stuff. So, this first page is one that I did. I love the colors on it. This is just some selfies that I took that I was feeling pretty that day. I had my makeup done, and actually, this was on a different day, but anyways. But I like the way this one turned out. I got these little frames at the Scrapbook Expo in Jacksonville and thought they were cute. And so that's that one. This is, and I'm trying not to make anybody sick. I know I'm a terrible videographer. This is me and my sister-in-law, Shondi, and that's me and my friend Pam, just hanging out and having our girl time. And then this is me and my friend Demetria. We were at the CK Scrapbook Expo up in Jacksonville, Florida. And I probably bought this paper up there. I loved this line, whatever it was, when it came out. And this pocket has all my receipts and all the money I spent and my wristband that when you go in the door. This one is when I paid off my car, which was the best day ever because I have never had a paid off car since I was a teenager. My first car was paid off, but I've always had a car payment. So anyways, and I still have this car. So this layout was September of 2013. Yeah, and I love these colors. And then here's my Pink Up the Pace. This is a marathon, not a marathon, a 5K, walk, race, run thing that I did for breast cancer with my hairdresser. That's me in that picture there. And this is just some memorabilia from it. Anyways, it was fun. It was an experience. Good cause. And this is my 2014 New Year's resolution. Not really resolution, but this is my New Year's page. I like the way that came out. I had found this picture online. I just did a search for 2014 and printed that out. Yeah, and that's that one. And then this is just kind of another 2014 resolution, and it was to walk at least 1 mile every day. That's my dog Mojo. That's us walking. I like the way this one came out. It has a lot of sewing on it. This is an older paper pad that I got a long time ago, but I like the way it, and these, actually everything on this page was old, except for these two wood veneers. And this one is just, one of those selfie pages that don't really mean anything. It's just felt like doing a scrapbook page, and with a couple of pictures that I liked that I took myself. This is a pirate party. It was February 2014. It was one of my friend's birthdays, and anyways, this is all of us girls hanging out together, and that is a picture, I guess, is a selfie because that's my kitchen window in the background. These are quite old, so I don't remember everything about them. Got some sequins, some of those little vellum pieces. Did some misting in the background of this one. I like the way that came out. Probably the only time I would ever get to use a little ship's wheel for a embellishment on a page. And this, I had found this picture when I was going through some pictures, some old pictures. This is from 2005. I went out to California by myself, took a class out there on a printer that we have for my work. And this has got, you know, some stamping and anyways, I really liked the monochromatic look. This is my foot in the Pacific Ocean. That's the only time I've ever seen the Pacific. And then this is me and my friend Pam at after the seafood festival. It's just, this is that Boca paper. Again, I don't know who it's by, but then this is like a really old, one of those Hambly screen printed transparencies, like super duper old. I love getting to use old stuff on and with new stuff and make it look sort of new. This is one of my favorites. I don't know why, I just love it. It's just some watercolor around the border. This is me and my dog. We were sitting on the front porch on a Sunday, and I had a cocktail. We were just enjoying the day, so I took a couple of selfies. And, yeah. And then this is me and my sister-in-law again. This is just an 8.5 by 11. I like to mix up my sizes. This is down in Old Town. We just thought it would be funny to take yeah, it's kind of stupid, but we thought it would be funny to take a picture where she was dressed up as the guy and I'm the prostitute, and anyways, it was fun times. This is me and another group of friends after a jewelry party. This is my friend Pam's kitchen. The party was at her house, and this is just, you know, this page here I think is, I want to say Maggie Holmes, and then this is just an old piece that I had that I put some texture paste and watercolors on, and those are the, I think, Amy Tan thickers. Yeah, so, and then this is just another one of those pages that, you know, really doesn't mean anything. It's just I liked my coffee cup that I had bought and my Keurig I got on Black Friday for a pretty cheap price, and I don't usually use blues in my scrapbook pages, and but I like the way this one came out. This is actually a winter paper. It's got little snowflakes, but I didn't think they were very noticeable, so I used it on this, which I live in Florida, so there's not very many winter pages we get to do. There's the cutest little embellishment ever, a little wood veneer coffee cup from 2Ps. I do remember that. Yeah. My friend Pam and me again. This is Memorial Day. Yeah, Memorial Day. We just had taken her husband's truck over to the beach and hung out, and this has got some stamping, or not stamping, well, yeah, ink through a stencil on it, and some wood veneer butterflies. One of these acetate pieces, I think that's what they're called. And this is actually at a bar after we went to the beach, and that we were just being silly. Here's me and some more selfies. This paper here, I had tried some watercoloring kind of on a diagonal. I think I did that. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out if that was part of the paper or not, but I'm almost positive I added that watercoloring on there. And then this is some modeling paste, and I put some little triangles and some black ink. It was just a pretty sunshiny day in May, probably while me and Mojo were walking. And I think this is some rub-ons, probably from Amy Tan. But I like this. I like the craft around the edge. You can see I normally put frames around all my pages. I guess I didn't realize I did that on every one of them. Anyhow, and this is another scrapbook expo. This was down in Orlando, me and my friend Demetria, and she used to own the local scrapbook store. We've kept in contact, even though the store is closed. And here's my receipts for the money that I spent. Yeah, that was back in May of 2014. And this one, I'm not a big fan of green, but I do like the way this one came out. This is just this is a transparency that I probably cut and stuck in here. Some more of these. I think these are Heidi Swap. Pretty sure. And some flare. This was July 2014. This was one of my walks with Mojo. Yeah. And so is some painting, and so I got the stamping in the background. I was on a kick for that after watching Nancy Sinclair do it on her YouTube channel, so I was in that kick for a little while. But I like that one. This is a homemade Baileys that I made for before Christmas. It was December of 2014. Anyways, it was delicious. I made a double batch of, and I don't know how much money it actually saved me, but it was just kind of fun to home make it. And anyhow, so I did that. This is some gold foil vellum. Yeah, this is probably from one of those clear 4x6 cards or 3x4 cards that I cut out the love. It's got a little embellishment up there in the top. And this pink paper here that you probably can't really see, but anyways, it's like an old, really, really old, like a rice type paper that I got from Target, I think, a long, long time ago. And I just tore it. I think that was the very last of it. I just wanted to get it used. And then it's got this paper was from, this paint was already on here. I can't remember the line, but I have 2 pads of paper with this. Yeah, I can't remember. And then I just did some stamping with the plus signs with the roller stamp. And that's that one. This is my Christmas selfie. I was actually testing the camera, the angle on the camera, because my husband and I and my dog, we always take a Christmas card photo in front of the Christmas tree, and I was testing the camera and I liked the way the picture came out, so I kept that one. It's just plain white cardstock with some outlining and some strips of Christmas paper and some wood veneer that I inked up, and some gold doilies. And this paper, this right here, this vellum, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. I made that with silver embossing powder, and so I made quite a few embellishments this year for Christmas, and I just thought they were fun. I did some gold vellum ones and some silver, and I used them all up, so that came in really handy. And then there's some gold splatters on the back too. This is another selfie, but I loved the way this picture came out. This is just me and my dog, and we were out. It was another beautiful day. This was January of this year, and this background, I did 4 or 5 backgrounds in one day. I brought all this stuff to work with me, and I had the watercolor paper, and I just did just the backgrounds. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I just wanted to get them done, and that way I could, add whatever papers and all that. So I was ahead of the game. And then this is some old chipboard and some stickers that I was wanting to use up, but I like the way this one came out. Some buttons, yeah, and some vellum. That was that. And then this is part of that same, where I had painted all those pages, in one day at work. This was one of them. This one, I don't like it so much. The colors are a little not my style, but it fits it fits with these and this flowers. And this is just a couple pictures of my backyard. This is my bird feeder, and that's the squirrel eating some of the bird food. This is an old stamp that I have. It's a background stamp that I just put on the background as well. This is some other old pictures I'd come across. This is my very first crop I ever went to with my friend Tracy. This was in 2006, and she is the one that introduced me to scrapbooking. I had never done it before, and I made a little 8x8 book for my dad. It was about my brother Ricky that passed away. This is another one of those backgrounds that I made with the paint, with the water paint and everything, watercolor. And this is just some little doilies, some gold. I want to say those are Maggie Holmes, I think. Yeah, and some sequins and some gold splatters. And this one is me and my friend Pam again at Beaches. We were actually planning on my husband's 60th birthday. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I am at work, so I have to answer the phone when it rings. Anyhow, this is me and my friend Pam at Beaches. We were planning for my husband's 60th birthday party. It was a surprise party, and we were planning for that. And this is one of the backgrounds that I did with the watercoloring. And then I did the watercoloring and everything here at work. And then, when I decided what I was going to do with the page, that's when I added the modeling paste and, stuff like that. And I like the way this one came out. I like the monochromatic teal. I just think it looks pretty. And this is just a wood veneer, I think Heidi Swap. And this page, my friend Pam told me I looked like an old lady in that picture, but I liked it. That was my brand new glasses that I had to get in January this year because I'm getting old and I can't see anymore with my contacts. So I had to go with no line bifocals. And yeah, so at least I got some pretty frames. And this is another one of those backgrounds that I made with the watercolor. And then once I've decided what I was going to do with it, I added this modeling paste. And this is just some washi that I will probably never use again. It was just for this. I already had it. I didn't buy it just for new glasses, but and then these are some rub-ons, old rub-ons. And there was actually a lot of rub-ons that I used on this page. I didn't like the way it looked, so I ended up covering most of it up, but all underneath this is just a ton of rub-ons. I was trying to do like a matte, but anyhow, this one, not crazy about the way this one came out. I had good intentions. I had seen Arit do this paint drippy technique. She made it look easy. I thought mine looked like a big hot mess. But it is what it is. These are some pictures that my niece drew. All she has to do is look at something, and while she's looking at it, she can draw it on a. Anyways, I think they're amazing. She's into that right now. She's 13, and yeah, that's that one. I did use up a whole pack of feathers. Oh shoot, they're the kind that you spray. You can't see, well, see, you can just barely see one underneath there. They were like the fabric chipboard feathers, and they were all white, and I painted them to match these colors in the background, but I didn't like it, so I covered those up. But there is a whole pack of them under there. And this is when my sister-in-law came down for her birthday in March. This is her birthday weekend. I went down to visit her in Orlando. She's from New Jersey, and I'm in St. Augustine, so that's only 2.5 hours away from Orlando, or 2 hours away. And so I went down to visit her for the weekend, and this was a nasty, rainy, just ugly day, but we had fun. We went down to Universal City Walk, went to a few bars, and this is her friend, or her cousin Jennifer, was with us, and we all had a blast. And we found this really cool photo booth where you can take your picture with a celebrity or on a TV show or whatever, and I just thought that was great with me and Jimmy Fallon. It looks like looks like my hand is on his shoulder, so I loved that one. And this page took forever because this is all like cut out of, and I do know this collection. It's Amy Tan sketchbook. And I trimmed, anyways, I cut all these out and sewed them on and glued them on, ruffled up the edges. This is all sewing, and use these little raindrop with my eye rock, the heat thing where you put the eye rock, something like, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, that was that. And this, I'm sorry, didn't mean to, this wood veneer here, I just painted it up. It was just something that I got. It was a whole pack of like summer wood veneers, and I thought the sunshine went good on that one. And this one is, you know, kind of bland. I got this whole paper pack collection. I don't know what it's called. I haven't had it very long. I like the colors. I'm not crazy about the collection though. I don't know. And yeah, this was one of the stickers from I don't usually get the whole collection of something, so I'm not big on the matchy thing. Yeah, so that's that one. That was at Dick's, the very fun place to go though. It was great. And this is our pedicure date. Shondi had never had a pedicure, so we decided we had to take her to get a pedicure for her birthday. And this is pretty simple. I'd had this paper for a long time, but I love it. It's just so pretty with the different colors of polka dots, kind of like goes from green to teal to yellow. And then this is some doilies that were white that I inked up to be yellow. And then this is part of Amy Tan +1 collection. I know that pink paper is in the black. I'm not for sure on the other stuff. But anyhow, I like the way that one came out. This is just another one of those pages that don't really mean anything. I had this pink strawberry tasting milk type drink. I don't know what it was, but it was, I just thought it was pretty, so I wanted to put it in a martini glass, and then I had to take a picture, so that was just a super quick. It probably took me half an hour to do this page, and I never do. That's way too quick for me. This was the most recent one that I just did. This is a selfie that I took getting ready for a party. Again, I had my hair and makeup done. I was testing out I just finished this one the other night. I was testing out a new stencils that I got from Michael's. They were like little stickers that you stick on, and then you can remove them and put them back on the sheet and reuse them. But I don't know if it was because the cardstock is textured, because it's actually watercolor paper, but they didn't turn out very well. So and they're mostly covered, but I like the way the page came out. I like the colors. I like the brightness. This is the last little bits of my Amy Tan +1 collection. And then this is a Heidi Swap. It was a 4x6 card that I just cut this out of and inked up. This yellow background piece I got at Michael's the other day. And I don't usually buy the paper from Michael's and all that because it's so thin, and anyways, it's just, I don't usually buy it, but it was $7 for $1, and I thought this yellow was pretty, and I got a couple other real pretty pieces, so, yeah, so that's that. I'll be back. Okay, this should be the last one, because I'm almost on the last page. Sorry about that, I keep getting interrupted. Okay, so pretty sure I already talked about that one. And this one, I like the way it came out for the most part. This is just I cut this out of some pattern paper and then just sewed down the middle. I'm pretty sure it's Amy Tan, but I don't know what line it's from. It's one of the newer ones. And I liked everything about this. This is a Heidi Swapp paper on the background. It's like a light pink, which you probably can't tell that, but it's a light pink, and then it had Life is Beautiful in white, and it was very subtle. Anyways, I had the whole page done, and then I decided to put some gold on it. And I painted this gold with the Heidi Swapp color shine, and I did not realize that my brush was dirty. So anyways, it's got some blue in it, and it looked better white, so I wasn't super happy with the way that one came out, but it is what it is. And then this is the last one, another selfie page, and this is some Amy Tan +1 pieces all cut up. This is some old little craft frames that I almost used all of, which I was really happy about because I'm not really into the craft anymore like I was at one point, and didn't know if I'd ever use them. And these pictures, this was I was getting ready for a St. Patty's Day party, and I had done my eye makeup, and I texted these pictures to my niece, who's 13, and I texted her and asked her, "What do you think about my eye makeup?" And anyway, she liked it, so I just wanted to document that, and that's basically what the journaling says. So that is it. Thank you.